What's going on, everyone? So let's talk about Darius Bazley, right? He is on the Summer League roster, and he has been one of the real standouts for the Lakers through these first few games in Summer League. Now, keep in mind, it's just Summer League, right? You're going to get some good moments, you're going to get some bad moments. But the reason Bazley is somebody that was like, hey, keep an eye on this guy going into Summer League is because he's the exact type of player the Lakers need. Like, exact type of player. You know, hyper athletic, versatile, kind of wing. You know, he's 6'9" in size, can basically slot in more kind of 4'5" is probably a small ball 5, but even can slot out, defend out on the perimeter, and slot in and play the 3, right? Like, he's a guy that gives you all the things that you're looking for as far as just that youth, that athleticism, that motor, that energy, guy that can, again, best at probably the 4-5, but I do think in certain lineups and from what we've seen, I do think you could probably slot him in at the 3 sometimes. And he has the athleticism and the foot speed and all that stuff to defend out on the perimeter. And so Bazley, I want to start by saying that I do feel is trying to do a little too much in Summer League. Right, watching these games, and he needs to do a better job. It's my opinion from what I've seen. Needs to do a better job of showing he can play a role, right? He's a lot of times out there trying to show all the things he can do, trying to kind of force shots, trying to show that explosive athleticism. Like, you know, the Lakers know that. Like, they want to see if we bring you on the main roster or we bring you on a two-way or we whatever, right? Can you play the role that we need you to play alongside LeBron James, Luka Doncic, and Austin Reeves? If you can, beautiful. You're probably going to make the roster. If you can't, then you're probably going to still be looking for a team and situation. Now, Darius Bazley is a guy that, again, makes a ton of sense. 25 years old. He just turned 25. So he's still plenty young, plenty upside, plenty of potential. Guy that really just kind of, you know, many believe just kind of needs the opportunity. Guy that many believe, you know, if you invest in him, it'll be somebody. He's the player that could pay dividends, right? Guy that slot in 3 through 5 for you and give you the versatility that you'd need. But more than anything, again, the defense is something that is very important. And you're seeing that defensive versatility. You're seeing him out there defending guards, switching on centers, right? Using that 7-foot wingspan that really kind of helps put him in good position. He's got the size, he's got the weight, he's got the things, the athleticism and foot speed that you want from a player like him to be that kind of impactful guy out there on the basketball court, right? He's a guy that I do think if he can continue to show, again, playing within that role, he needs to understand, like, you got to play within the system, right? You see a lot of times with these young players, right? Or players that are trying, even guys like Max Christie, stuff like, right? Like, they're trying to prove that they belong in the NBA. And at times are trying to do too much. But unless you're a Dylan Harper or somebody that's young, like, situational awareness is important. So a guy like Bazley, I think situational awareness somebody needs to talk to him about that. Right? Like, if I'm the coaching staff for the Summer League, I would be pulling him aside and going like, hey, I love what you're doing out there. You know, keep your composure. Don't try to do too much. Right? You want to show you can play. This is the role that they're going to be looking for you. You're not coming to the Lakers to be a superstar. You're not. You're coming to the Lakers to play a role. They want you to be a 3-and-D wing. Right? He's trying to show the flashes of athleticism and get the highlight plays and stuff like that, rather than, again, playing the role. Shoot the 3 ball. Show the Lakers that you can stretch the floor and knock down the 3. Show the Lakers that you can play in different defensive schemes. Show the Lakers your motor and your energy and your effort and how you can do multiple things out there on the basketball court that's going to lead to winning games. That is how you're going to make the main roster. You going out there and trying to cross dudes up and play like you're Lamar Odom out there, Lakers don't need that right now. They need 3-and-D wings because Luka Doncic is going to have the ball in his hands 99% of the time when he's out there on the basketball court. And when he doesn't have the ball in his hands, it's going to LeBron James or Austin Reeves. That's how it's going to be. LeBron is sitting on the bench, or Luka is sitting on the bench. Guess what? It's going to Austin Reeves and LeBron. he's not gonna get the opportunity to go out there and do all this fancy stuff that he's trying to show in summer league, right? There will be times where you'll be able to take guys off the dribble, get to the rim, be a slash cutter. But again, you need to be able to show that, hey, I can play off of the guys. Like if I can show that I can play off the guys in summer league, imagine what I could do alongside Luka, right? Look at what I'm doing alongside the guards here. Imagine me playing off of Luka. And showing the things that I can do off the bounce. And, I can shoot the basketball and all that, right? Like, those are the kind of things you want to see, right? Darius Bazley is a guy that, again, I really do think could warrant a real role on this team. You can't have too many 6'9" versatile wings, right? A guy that could slot in, again, 3 through 5 for you. Right? Like a guy, you look at a Deutero, right? And like Arthur, right? Like all these guys are these like 6'7" to 6'9" hyper athletic versatile wings. The Lakers are clearly looking and in the market for that. They want to get younger out on the perimeter, out on the wing. They want to put the players around Luka Doncic that can knock down the three ball and defend at a high level, because what is Luka's biggest weakness? The lack of defense, right? So if you can put 3 6'9" 3-and-D wings around him, and then, DeAndre Ayton, right? Let's say Ayton works out. Well, now you have your foundation for the future. Now you have DeAndre Ayton and Luka Doncic. That's your center point guard combo, right? Now 2, 3, and 4 needs to be as athletic and defensively sound, ideally two-way guys as possible, right? Like if you can do that, then the Lakers could be winning multiple championships, right? Well, guys like Darius Bazley can show, if he can prove like, hey, I can be one of those guys. I can be that guy, in a year or two when LeBron leaves, I can slot in at that 4 spot for you, defend every position you need me to, and until then, I can even slot in at the 3 off the bench in a rotation role, right? And I will be that guy. And then all of a sudden, it's like, now you have a Deutero, and you have Bazley out on the wing, alongside whether the Lakers, if they keep Austin Reeves, then they keep Austin Reeves, but at least you have that athleticism and those pit bulls out there that can do those things. So I really want to see Darius Bazley kind of show more of that role that he could potentially play. But I want to go over real quick kind of what he's done in the league. I'm not going to break it down year by year because it's kind of been inconsistent all over the place. He has had some really good years in OKC. Like he had a season in OKC where he averaged 14 points and 7 rebounds. And then the following year, he averaged 11 points and 6 rebounds. But for his career, he's 9 points, 5 rebounds, 1.2 assists, a steal, and a block per game. And just roughly 23 minutes per game, right? So again, you look at his per 36. What could he give you? Again, per 36 doesn't tell you everything, but kind of gives you an idea, like what would he be for his career? He'd be a 14 point, 8 rebound, 2 assists, a steal, and a block and a half per game type of player. Right? Lakers could use that guy. Use that guy tenfold. But let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. As always, this is a discussion, so I pass it on to you. Let me know. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Else but not, if you enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one.